This is going to be a chest session, but this is going to be for anybody who has had shoulder injury or shoulder discomfort. This is how I personally preserve my shoulders. Of course, we are training chest, but your shoulders are highly involved in the movement. It is an assisting muscle. So once warmed up, I'll usually go straight into incline chest. Quite heavy, so 5-6 reps for 5 sets. Yes, incline is more fixed than using dumbbells, so my shoulders don't feel the pressure as much. Everybody may be slightly different, but this is how I personally preserve my shoulders. So exercise like incline dumbbell press or dips where your elbows are pushed way further out, I try to avoid those type of movements. Try it for yourself and see if you previously had injury. For me, the incline is more fixed and there's less pressure on those shoulders as stated. So once the 5 sets are done, I'll usually go into a crazy drop set back to back to back until I reach just 1 plate. During this drop set, I'd add different techniques, for example, slowed pauses, just to add more tension and really, develop those chest muscles. So once I finish incline, I'd go straight into chest flies. Remember, I can't do incline chest press. I feel like chest flies doesn't put as much pressure on my shoulders. I know everybody is different. Yes, chest flies, you do feel it on your shoulders because your shoulders are actually helping you do the movement. But with my injury, I did not feel any pain with my shoulders. Everybody be slightly different. Then I'd go straight into a superset, which is 2 exercises into 1. So the first set will be for 10 reps, quite heavy weights, adding that tension to the chest. Then I'll drop it slightly, no break, and go straight into 5 reps, but holding it for 3 to 4 seconds. Listen, if you're not adding tension to your training, why are you there? Remember, the goal is to break the muscle tissue down so it grows positively and it adapts and you get better gains. So that superset set would be for 3 sets. Then I'd go straight into another superset. Yes, as you can see, we are really trying to load this chest. I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transformed. So I'd pick a reasonable weight and go into a flat bench variation. Remember my shoulders. Watch how I bring it down. I kind of bring my wrist slightly inwards, so almost between a pronated and a supinated grip. Why? Because for me, it brings less pressure on those shoulders. If I keep my wrists outwards like a normal flat bench press, it's going to put a lot of pressure on my shoulders. So I keep those elbows and wrists slightly closer together. It still adds tension onto those chests. So I'll do this flat bench variation for 8 reps. I don't need to do any more because I still don't want to put pressure on the shoulders. Yes, it's comfortable, but you don't want to push it. Take your time and still grow and elevate those chests comfortably. So I'll go straight into all around the worlds. That will be for 10 reps. Remember, no break, supersets, back to back and then a break. Same thing for 3 sets and then I'll move on. Champagne Perrier, finished friends on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. I
I never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, yo, no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big.
Then I would go straight into a cable fly variation. So I'd work in the lower part of the chest, get that base, as well as the middle part of the chest. Remember, we've already worked the upper chest, so now we're focusing on that lower and middle parts of that chest. So the cable flies work in the lower part of the chest would be for 10 reps for 3 sets. The cable flies work in the middle part of the chest would be for 10 reps, again for 3 sets. At this point, my chests are already fried, but we continue to move.
Bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa, that money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa, that money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I go straight into the assisted pull-up machine, but using it from a different perspective. This is an advanced exercise, so if you don't know how to do it, that's fine. We all start from somewhere, but this is a great chest pump exercise, as well as really adding that tension to those chests, and it still works with triceps too. The triceps are an assisting muscle. So I'll do 3 to 4 sets for 12 reps, but what I usually do at the end of that 12 rep, I usually get an extra rep in. So technically I'm doing 13 reps. On that push, that extra rep is where you do grow, so push yourselves. So everybody's different, but it's what I usually do, and then I would move on. Then I'd go straight into the final chest exercise. It's quite simple, but yet it's hard at the same time because your chest are already very fatigued. It's just very simple. Press ups from different variations, wide and normal stance. We have to do 100. Yes, or should I say I have to do 100 press ups. The aim when doing this 100 press up is not to have long breaks. The aim is to do as many as you can and just keep going. So when you burn out, you try and just attack it again and again and again until you reach 100 with good controlled form. Don't underestimate your press ups. Don't underestimate your body weight exercises, because this does add on to building that frame or that physique or whatever goal you have. So yes, it's literally that simple. That is it. That is a chest exercise example that I would do on a chest day. Only 7 exercises, but remember, it is broken down individually. There may be drop sets here, supersets here, giant sets here, but this was an example of a chest day. So you got to realize with your sessions, you still have to adapt it to make it work for you. You want to continue to exercise. Don't use this as an excuse just to fall back. Use this as an example. Use this session as an example to build yourself and find what works for you. When you're training and you can feel somebody watching you. And remember, let's live to make history. Why? Because you and I, we have one life.